So let's talk about the PitchFX data. If you'll go to the URL gd2.mlb.com/components/game/MLB, you'll find all the pitch data in XML format. Now this is the same data that's used for StatCast. And what you'll find is you'll find games going all the way back to 1900. But if you drill down into the older games, you'll find that while the file structure is there, there's no data. There's no pitch data inside the files. So the Clayton Kershaw game that we're looking for is 2014. It's month 6, and it's day 18. Now, this is one of the errors, and you'll find multiple errors on this site. When I first saw this, no such key, I thought it meant that I had to have some kind of authorization, some kind of key in order to access this data. But what I found is that if you'll simply take the slash off of the end, it opens up and there's all the games that were played on that day. So the game we're looking for is Colorado versus LA. And you can see here it's 3 letters, MLB. So it's COL for Colorado, LAN for Los Angeles. And if we drill down into that game, you'll see a handful of mostly XML and some JSON. So you'll see line scores. So you see box scores, you get the players XML plays. And the one we're interested in is in innings. So if I go into innings, specifically I'm interested in the inning all. So this is every inning, pitch by pitch. And what you're going to see, let me close some of these down, some of the innings down. What you're going to find is the entire data set is wrappered in a game element. So you'll see inning, and always at least 9 innings, and of course could be more. And then within the innings, you'll see the top of the inning and potentially the bottom of the inning. Now, as you can see here in the 9th inning, because the home team was winning, in this case being the Dodgers, there is no bottom. So in inning 1 through 8, you're always going to find a top and bottom. Inning 9, of course, the bottom is optional. So that's the data. That's the raw data that we're going to look at. Let's drill in a little further. And in the top of this inning, now this is Colorado batting with Kershaw pitching. You're going to find a top element that wrappers the entire segment. And then you're going to find at bat, at bat, at bat. So you've got at bat elements, and you've got actions, and you can see all the data here. So within the at-bat, if I open one of these up, you'll find pitch, pitch, pitch. Now this looks like a 1-pitch at-bat. I'll open up this at-bat, and you'll find pitch, pitch, pitch. Now we'll go later into the detail, but you can see very quickly that it's breaking angle, pitch type, SL, spin rates. We even got a nasty attribute. And this is the confidence. So what they've got is they've got machine learning predicting what pitch was thrown based on its breaking, based on its speed. You've also got a designation. This ended up being a swinging strike. You've got that in Spanish as well. And most importantly, let me find them here, you've got PX and PZ. So that's what we talked about earlier. Those are the coordinates of the pitch as it crossed the plate. So we'll get into more detail here, but again, just wanted to dive down into the database itself and show you where to find that. That's gd2.mlb.com, and there you'll find pitch data for every game played since this system was invoked. So there's our PitchFX GameDay data. And let me stop for a second and encourage you to follow along. In other words, to open up these elements, to go to the same URLs, to type in the same code as I do it. Pause the video, and what you'll find is it just soaks in a lot deeper if you learn by doing as opposed to learn by watching. So, one of the beauties of this format is that you can stop, you can rewind, you can, type in exactly what I'm typing in, and you can get those results or not, and you can work through the bugs that you find, just like I will, as we type in code and try to execute it. But go into inning number 3, close the elements, open or close the elements to where you start to see the structure. So we've got game, inning, and then we've got top and bottom. If I open the top, I've got the at-bats, but use that to go through and to browse these elements and find out what the structure is. You'll notice this is a very compact format because I've got the at-bat So in other words, I've got the batter, here's the batter number, and then I've got pitch under that batter. So that's compact in the sense that I don't have to restate the batter inside this pitch element. Now, we'll talk later about bringing that into a data frame, a pandas data frame in Python that lets me do things like basically the equivalent of SQL queries. Go get all the pitches that had a certain parameter or certain, meet a certain filter. But again, my main point here is to follow along, to type in this code as I type in, and you'll just get a lot more out of the whole process if you keep up with me frame by frame. So with that, let's talk about Jupyter Notebooks.